Hi everyone, I'm Josh and welcome to Josh Wright Piano TV. Thanks for joining me today. I'm excited to be sharing my first ever physical product, aside from CDs and albums that I've sold on my website. This is a black stretch velvet music desk cover. This will protect your piano from the high areas of traffic. So we have it here, and then we have two side pieces that go here where you set all your music. This is on my own piano, provided a lot of protection. My sister made me one of these about 10 years ago, and a lot of you have asked, can I get her to make me one? And she said, absolutely not. I hated making that for you. So I teamed up with a local seamstress. Each one of these is handmade. So local business here. If you have any questions along the way, let me know. My email's josh@joshwrightpiano.com. What we're gonna do is, I wanted to leave this assembled so you could see how it fits. We're gonna take it off, take some measurements in case you'd like to see if your piano has similar measurements, if it's an older model, and then we'll put it all back on and show you how to assemble it. So here goes. I always like to have my bench close by so that I can pull this off and set it down here. The sides, they just slide on very easily. Now, with the Steinway, they have this little cutout design, so you want to make sure on your side piece that you angle it correctly. You can see this side's a little higher and this is lower. We got it as tight as we could with those measurements. So those just slide off nicely. And for the music desk, this just has 3 pieces of Velcro. You then lift this little hinge up and you can slide that off, and then the music desk cover slides off like that. Okay, I'm actually, because this one tends to fall down, I'm gonna put this back on here just for a moment. And I'm gonna grab my tape measure here, and we'll just do some basic measurements in inches and centimeters for this music desk. So this is 11¼ inches, or approximately 29 centimeters. It is 8½ inches wide, and the measurement to the higher part here is 10 inches. And again, just to reiterate, this is 11¼ So if your piano has a similar cutout, those covers should fit just fine. We'll do some measurements from the base, which is 35¾ inches. From the top, which is 31¼ inch. And then from probably the skinniest part of this, that's about 30¾ inches. I didn't give you centimeters. Sorry, here we go. So from the top, it's about 79½ centimeters. From the bottom, it's about 91 centimeters. And from the middle, it's about 78 centimeters. All right, so now that we have that, let's put this back together. So I always like to start with the sides, just because they're easier, and just, again, make sure that you're lining it up with the proper cutout. It might be a little easier to see there. Okay. I like to slide the sides a little bit further on, like that, just because we have this little shelf that has to slide in on this part. So just while I'm assembling this, I like to do it that way. Okay, again, I will line up the little cutout part with the proper side of the cover. Okay, then once I have this, I will pull these to the side so there's clearance for this little adjustment bar. I need to do this side as well. Okay, and now that will seat down in any of these grooves for whatever adjustment you'd like to make. Once I have that back on, I'm going to grab this cover. There's a front and a back to this. The way you can tell is 2 ways. The back is going to have that big cutout So this is the front that I'm showing you guys. It's solid. The back right here has this big cutout, this big slit. And another dead giveaway is this adjustment toggle that we're going to go over in a moment. So this is meant to sit very snugly because we don't want your music getting caught on the actual music desk. This is a Steinway B model. The D models have the same music desk measurements. The sides are a little different. We'll go over those measurements in a minute. Okay, so I just undo all three of these pieces of Velcro. I pull the little lever or hinge there, and then I reattach the three pieces. This is very similar to the Kauai models and the Boston models so far as the music desk measurements. And then this is a tightening toggle. So what I like to do, you may have seen me do this earlier, I kind of tuck, you can wiggle this back and forth and tuck the fabric under there. So the seam that you see coming up here is actually tucked just right behind it. What that does is that gives it a really tight fit on the front so your music won't ever catch on anything. And then I'll just take this. That's just a tightening toggle. It comes with a knot and a lot of extra string. You can feel free to cut this off, but do not slide the toggle over the knot, because if the cord retracts back into this, it is so hard to get it out. It took me about an hour with a plastic needle to get that back on. So that is the Steinway model, black velvet stretch music desk cover. If any of you have any questions, my email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com. I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to purchase this. And one more time, my email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com if you have any questions. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions. One last thing I forgot to mention. Each of these covers comes with a Josh Wright piano woven label sewn into the inside seam of each of the piano covers. Lastly, I thought I would show a few pictures of one of these music desk covers installed on my own piano. If you have any questions, my email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com.